Hello friends, I'm Gaurav Tripathi. In this particular lecture, we understand metadata element in HTML5. Suppose you want to search tutorials for HTML5 on the web. In this, when you type the search engine string HMDN in any search engine and hit the enter key, then the search engine generate a list of web pages as a result as seen in skin. There is a description associated with each website which helps the user to understand the summary of web page even without opening it.
Let us see how this is possible. The head part of the HTML web page contains the additional information otherwise called meta information for the search engine which will not come as a part of the web page and are provided as meta tags. There is an attribute named description that summarizes the contents of your page for the benefit of users and search engines to get to know the content of the web page even without opening it. Syntax of meta tag. The metadata element is defined within the head element. Let us learn the attributes of the metadata element. The below table discusses some of the attributes and their values related to the meta tag. Attribute value description. Name application name. Author. Description. Generator. Keywords specifies name for the metadata. HTTP quiv. Content type. Default style. Refresh. Provides an HTTP reader for information value of the content attribute. Content. Text. Gives the value associated with HTTP quiv or name attribute. Charset. Character_set. Specifies character coding for an HTML document. For example, coding for an HTML document. For example, best practices. The title element can also be considered as part of the metadata. Any web page should have only one title tag per page. The title should be unique for each web page in the application. Start the title tag with the main keyword. Specify the character encoding of the document. Use UTF-8 encoding while designing the web page. It is not recommended to use ASCII incompatible encodings to avoid security risks because browsers that do not support them may interpret insecure content. Avoid duplicate descriptions inside metadata and try to include the targeted keywords in the description, as search engines index your page based on the description. Use the below HTTP quiv value to set the HTTP header with content security policy by specifying its values with relevant details. This is to update the browser to load the page required resources such as images, scripts to be loaded from the trusted origin only. Therefore helps in preventing security attacks such as cross-site scripting. Example. Below line of code in the web app update browser to load page required resources from two origins by specifying values to default src as self indicates from the current domain to which page belongs to. Explicitly mentioning the http://xyz.com value in the above example indicates that this domain is the trusted origin to load the resources. Use the below meta code line to specify the page content display to be adjusted to the device width being used to view the content with the initial zoom level as 100%. This is useful to display content on different kinds of devices such as desktop, laptop, and mobile devices. Use the below meta code line to specify the page content display to be adjusted to the device width being used to view the content with the initial zoom level as 100%. This is useful to display content on different kinds of devices such as desktop, laptop, and mobile devices.